Good Saturday morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into Upperman High School, the site of the District 7 AAA Baseball Tournament. And we're set for 3 games today, and to get things started, it's a winner's bracket semifinal round matchup between the Stone Memorial Panthers and the regular season district champion, Upperman Bees. I'm Noah McKay on the call, joined by Jacob Vincent. When we come back, we'll have the Swallows Insurance starting lineups and get to all the action here on an early morning start. The trip to the championship round is on the line this morning. It's the Bees against the Panthers. Coverage presented by Nick's Restaurant in the Southwell Auto Clinic on the Frontier Chevy, UCR Media Network. Frontier Chevrolet is ready to get you into your next vehicle and are proud to offer a lifetime powertrain warranty on nearly all vehicles below 80,000 miles. View inventory online at www.caseychevy.com, including the brand new Chevy Trax and Traverse, or stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway today. Remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Delicious Pan Pizza is Domino's best-kept secret. With locations in Smithville, Sparta, Livingston, Allgood, and 2 in Cookeville, Delicious Pan and hand-tossed pizza, pasta, and more is never far away. Use the Domino's app to take care of your game day eats today. Domino's is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Sonia Brown is a full-service realtor and is licensed across the state of Tennessee, listing and selling residential and multifamily, land and farms, commercial and industrial properties. Sonia handles the sale from start to closing and beyond. Let her put her 30-plus years of experience to work for you. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate has been supporting student-athletes in the Upper Cumberland since 1990. You can reach Sonia Brown at 931-979-7145. Sonia Brown, realtor with American Way Real Estate, is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student-athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They're also proud to sponsor the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. From the sports field to the hunting field, our friends at Hall Sports and Outdoors can outfit anyone. Located in the heart of Jamestown at 207 South Main Street, Hall Sports and Outdoors carries everything from kayaks, fishing gear, and camo to guns and ammo. With top brands such as Columbia, Timberland, Under Armour, Asics, and much more, nobody can top their selection. Need some custom gear for your team? They also offer uniforms, gear, and custom embroidery. Stop by and see them at 207 South Main Street in Jamestown. Hall Sports and Outdoors, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Clint Connor is your local auctions expert. With full service from start to finish, the Exit Crossroads Auction Group are here to make the process easy for you. Visit crossroadsauctiongroup.com for more details and current auctions. Clint Connor, your local auctions expert, is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Fire and Vine in Cookeville is the Upper Cumberland's home for delicious Chicago-style pizza, beef, chicken, fish, and more. Located in Cookeville's historic downtown district, Fire and Vine's food and atmosphere will keep you coming back for more. Take in stunning views with creative food and drinks on the rooftop. Fire and Vine is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future. It's what we do.
Welcome back. Moments away from first pitch here in Baxter. It's a winner's bracket semifinal round matchup. The winner advances on to the championship round and into the region tournament. It's the Upperman Bees against the Stowe Memorial Panthers and the senior lefty ETSU signee Wyatt Curtis on the mound for the Bees, and he will face a Stowe Memorial lineup that will bat 1 through 9 like this in the Swallows Insurance starting lineups. Leading things off is the shortstop Talon Hurd, followed up by the third baseman Bryce Elmore. Batting third is the catcher Nick Osmond. Batting fourth is the pitcher Titus Bisbee. Batting fifth, the first baseman Cameron Melton. Batting sixth for the Panthers today is the left fielder Connor Melton. Batting seventh, the right fielder Will Goodwin. Batting eighth, the designated hitter is Gage Eldridge. And batting ninth, the second baseman is Cade Wilson. Their opponent, as I mentioned, the lefty Wyatt Curtis. On the season, his numbers, he has a 4.43 ERA. This is his 12th appearance, his 8th start with a 1-3 overall record. He has 2 complete games and a save. In 36 and a third innings pitched, Wyatt Curtis has struck out 56 batters with 21 walks, 23 earned runs on 34 hits, with batters hitting .250 against him. And it is not the first time Wyatt Curtis has pitched against Stowe Memorial. These two teams faced off, of course, in the regular season, with Upperman sweeping the series with a 6-2 victory, then a 15-11 victory. In both games, Stone led at times, but Upperman won. But that was a long time ago, the first district series of the season, and Wyatt Curtis has been a lot better than he was in his first couple of appearances, Jacob.
Yeah, struggled in that outing specifically against Stowe Memorial in that second game here in Baxter. 3 innings pitched, 8 hits, 6 runs, 4 were earned. He did have 7 strikeouts and 2 walks. It was really the one big fly hit by Nick Osmond down that left field line that got out for a grand slam to put Stowe Memorial up 6-1 in the top of the 4th inning. The Bees answered back, though, with 8 runs in the bottom of that 4th inning, and so he's looking for a much cleaner outing today. And you said it, he's been really, really good here in this second half of the season.
Live on the NFHS Network, the UCR YouTube channel, and Facebook page today, we welcome you in for a day of baseball. 3 games set to be played today in Baxter as Wyatt Curtis looks in to Talon Hurd, the leadoff hitter for Stowe Memorial. And the first pitch is a fastball that misses outside for ball 1.
87 on the fastball to start it off.
Talking to Wyatt Curtis about his velocity, he said they timed out in a bullpen session at 92 a couple of weeks ago as the 1-0. There's a fastball that also misses outside at 2-0. Talon Hurd, the shortstop at the plate, followed up by Bryce Elmore and Nick Osmond. This tournament has gotten very interesting over the past day as this one has swung on and fouled back. Of course, the big one yesterday, last night, Sparta, pulling the upset and knocking out the 2 seed. Livingston Academy eliminated last night. Big win for the Warriors. They get to Cobb County in a game set 30 minutes after the conclusion of this one. As the 2-1 pitch misses outside, and now Talon Hurd with plenty of speed goes ahead in the count. 3 balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, trying to really work that outside part of the plate right now is Curtis, just struggling to get it over the plate.
Now Curtis kicks and deals the 3-1. That one swung on, and early on, we've got a full count, 3-2. You win this game, you set yourself up very nicely. You get to take another day off, don't play another game today. You're in the championship round on Saturday or on Monday, where you have 2 chances to win the tournament. The 3-2 called, strike 3. Fastball on the outside corner for the first Birdie's Lounge strikeout of the game, the 2-seamer from Wyatt Curtis.
Yeah, started it kind of on that outer edge of the plate and then breaks away from those righties. It's so tough. It looks like it's going to miss outside. Able to catch a piece of the plate, and a really good start to this game for Curtis.
And now Bryce Elmore stands in. He is hitting out of his mind in this tournament. 750 so far through a couple of games, as that one is called strike 1, 0-1. He is 6 of 8 with a double and 4 runs scored, 2 RBIs. The 0-1, that one misses a little bit low and inside. And this year for Wyatt Curtis, it's been about the first inning where he's had some trouble. And once he's gotten through the first inning, he's been really, really good. We've seen times where he's retired double-digit batters in a row, as this one is fouled back, and it's quickly 1-2.
Yeah, a few outings ago, and that first inning struggled a little bit, and then he goes out and goes perfect, second through the 6th innings, and then goes back into a little bit of a struggle before he finally gets pulled. And he'll have stretches like that where he has 3 innings in a row where he's literally perfect, and then other times he's able to allow some base runners.
The 1-2 in, that one bounces. Rookie Allison catching the balls and strikes behind the dish. Alec Wilson's at first, Carson Shoup at third. Caden Shanks bumps over to second base today with Juju Yano at short. As Wyatt Curtis kicks and deals the 2-2 home, swung on, rolled over. Shoup a long way to go, can't get there. Bounces off the chest of Yano, and now it's just sitting there. And Bryce Elmore's going to reach on a single. And, of course, the wet field part of it. They've done a great job, our friends at Turf Masters, getting this field ready. Of course, they tarped the infield, but it got rained on last night before the tarp got out there. But it's going to be a one-out single for Bryce Elmore.
Yeah, and Bryce Elmore just continuing his hot streak as he continues in this tournament. He has been absolutely tremendous. Now 7 of 9 in his tournament.
Here comes the biggest bat in the order for Stone Memorial. Nick Osmond stands in, the Cumberland commit. Cumberland signee, football and baseball, swings and misses at strike one. He's also having a really good tournament, as a lot of these batters are for Stone, batting .500 with a 1,000 slugging percentage.
That's not bad.
The 0-1, he's been intentionally walked once. That one misses low and inside. In left field for the Bees today is Evan Huddleston. The right fielder is Chris Worsing, and as usual, Justin Fallon, quarterback center. Nick Osmond, he gets the start at catcher today. Wyatt Curtis out of the stretch, looking over, now delivers in. Big swing and a miss, and this is a batter you like to see. The 1-2. Good pitcher, good hitter. Let's get it on.
Yeah, and I think Curtis, he'd probably like to battle with Osmond a few times today after giving up that grand slam earlier this year to him.
Here comes the 1-2 from Wyatt Curtis. He delivers in. This one in on the hands, and Osmond fouls it off to stay alive, and we'll do it again.
Nice bare hand over there. I think it was Coach Shanks.
15 pitches in for Wyatt Curtis. There was the infield single for Bryce Elmore. Has him over at first base. Another 1-2 to Osmond. Fouled off, and we'll do it again, as you would expect. Good battle developing here. Let us know in the comments who you are, where you're watching from, who you're cheering for in this one.
Of course, especially here on a Saturday and all the games today, the pitcher is going to be a premium for all the teams.
1-2 swung on and missed in the dirt. Runner takes off. Throw down from Allison is not in time. It's another Birdie's Lounge strikeout as Nick Osmond is retired. The second of the inning so far for Wyatt Curtis. It'll bring up the cleanup hitter and the pitcher today, trying to help his own cause, Titus Bisbee, as Elmore moves over into scoring position.
And it'll be interesting. We'll kind of talk about it in the bottom of the inning. The Bees have not seen Titus Bisbee yet this season. He did not pitch in either of the games in the regular season, albeit there were a lot of pitchers that went in those games.
Check back, and now the pitch home for Curtis. Bounces in past rookie Allison, and Elmore's going to be 90 feet away. And that one went right between the legs of rookie Allison to be a pass ball. 1-0 count here. And Titus Bisbee knows he just has to put something into the outfield for a base hit to score the first run of the game. We mentioned Stone led in the first 2 meetings this year before Upperman came back to win. This one's rolled over towards Yano. Fields it on a hop, loads up, long throw, but he got there, and that will retire the side. Stone threatens but comes away empty-handed. Upperman's first chance with the bats when we come back. This is the District 7 AAA Tournament presented by the South Willow Auto Clinic and Nick's Restaurant on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network. Welcome back as we head into the bottom half of the first inning. On the mound is another lefty. This time it's Titus Bisbee for Stone Memorial. And he will face an Upperman lineup that bats 1 through 9 like this. Leading things off is the Tennessee Tech commit Justin Fallon, followed up by the Lipscomb signee Caden Shanks. Batting third, the right fielder is Chris Worsing. Batting fourth, the third baseman is Carson Shoup. Batting fifth, the catcher, rookie Allison. Batting sixth is the first baseman, Alec Wilson. Batting seventh is the shortstop, Juju Yano. And batting eighth, the designated hitter, Carson Holroyd. Batting ninth, the left fielder, Evan Huddleston. Not batting is Wyatt Curtis, as I mentioned, being hit for by Holroyd, their opponent. A new face against the Bees this year, as it is Titus Bisbee on the mound.
Titus Bisbee last time out was against Cumberland County in the game on Wednesday. He went 4 innings. He got the win. 3 hits, no runs, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. Only threw 44 pitches in that outing on Wednesday, so he can pretty much go as far as he wants to today. And they're probably going to want him to go as far as he wants to. Whether it's a win or a loss, you're trying to save maybe a Talon Hurd for a second game today. Obviously, ideally, you'd like to have him just in the championship on Monday.
Well, these are teams in different spots when it comes to the pitchers because everybody outside of Upperman that's left has played an extra game. Upperman and Livingston had that first round bye. Nobody else did. The Bees left standing out of those two teams, so they have a few more arms available of your standard arms. In tournaments like this, sometimes you'll see guys you're not used to seeing pitch. As the first one misses upstairs to Justin Fallon, who's batting .417 on the season. He's got 22 RBIs, 3 home runs, one of which came against Stone. The 1-0 misses upstairs. It's 2-0.
And he's right around 70 on the gun right now with that fastball, the lefty.
And he's quickly ahead, Fallon is, and of course the top half of this Upperman order is dangerous. And it's 3-0 because right behind the .417 hitter is the .440 hitter, Caden Shanks, looming. Here comes the 3-0 from Bisbee as he looks in towards Nick Osmond, gives the sign. And that's right down Main Street for a strike. 3-1.
And for Bisbee, you're looking for a good start here against a really good hitting lineup in the Upperman Bees. Just trying to get a couple of outs under your belt and build that confidence as this game goes on.
The 3-1. Big cut on that one from Fallon, and now Bisbee's back in it as we run full at 3-2.
You mentioned the field conditions when we saw with Juju Yano there. It's still in really good shape even after all the rain it took on yesterday and over the night. And expecting to maybe see some more a little bit today, some pop-up stuff.
Here comes the 3-2 to Fallon. He sends this one into left field, and it's a leadoff base hit for the Bees. This one well struck. Fallon takes the big turnaround first, and now a retreat back in. It runs full, and Justin Fallon sends Caden Shanks a base runner.
And that was the best pitch he saw all at bat. The first 3 balls across, and then that strike across. He fouls off one that he doesn't really like as much. That one he gets right over the middle of the plate, able to handle it, and a good start for Fallon and the Bees.
Now Caden Shanks going to stride in here in a big spot. Runner at first, nobody's out. Caden Shanks batting .440 on the campaign, and a hit away from tying some history here in Baxter. A long look over towards Fallon with plenty of speed at first, but Nick Osmond looming behind the plate. He's got a cannon. Justin Fallon on the season, he's stolen 9 bases. Left-handed pitcher. Checks over and now delivers in. That one catches the outside corner, 1-1 here to Shanks.
Yeah, and that's where Bisbee's going to have to be, especially against these batters. Try to make them fully extend, not get anything too easy.
We'll tell you about the defensive alignment for Stone after this pitch as the 1-1 coming. Instead of check over towards Fallon. The first baseman is Cameron Melton. The second baseman today is Cade Wilson. The third baseman, Bryce Elmore. The shortstop is Talon Hurd. I mentioned Osmond behind the plate. Here comes the 1-1 in to Shanks. That one dips away, and Osmond blocks it up. Center fielder Mason LaFew. Left fielder Connor Melton, and the right fielder is Will Goodwin. Both teams in the black jerseys. Stone with the white pants, Upperman the black and gold pinstripes. Here comes the 2-1 in. That one misses outside. He was trying to go to a spot he got earlier, but that time a little bit higher up as well. And favorable count to Shanks with another dangerous hitter, Chris Worsing, looming behind.
Yeah, back-to-back 3-ball counts here for Bisbee on the mound.
He kicks and deals the 3-1. Shanks takes a healthy cut at that one, and for the second time in as many batters, we run full at 3-2. Bisbee with a glance over towards Fallon, who takes a fairly healthy lead there at first. 3-2 payoff pitch to Caden Shanks. And that one is raced out into right field, and he's going to tie the all-time hits lead here at Upperman High School. Runner advances over to third, and it's runners at the corners for the Bees. Caden Shanks, he's already the all-time leading triple getter at Upperman, and now he is tied for hits in a career at Upperman High School.
Yeah, and he's going to keep on adding on to that, obviously. We'll have more baseball today, more baseball possibly on Monday if they're able to get a win today. And he is a special player for this Bees team.
And now Chris Worsing stands in. Worsing batting .394 on the campaign. 23 RBIs. Lots of speed on the base paths for Upperman, with Shanks at first and Fallon at third. And Shanks takes off. Osman is going to throw down. It is a good throw, and it's in time. No slide from Caden Shanks, and I don't think he knew the throw was coming, and that's a big first out for the Panthers.
Yeah, and how about the throw from Nick Osman? I mean, it's the same thing with Rookie Allison on the other side. If you're going to run on him, you better run hard, and you better slide at the end of it.
He slides. He's safe pretty easily there. He does it. It's an easy tag applied down, and that changes the complexion of the inning. It was a ball, so a 1-0 pitch, and Worsing goes up to try and get it, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, what a throw by Nick Osman as well. And, I mean, that's to be expected from the man going to play football and baseball at the next level.
Familiar refrain for the Bees, running themselves into outs. It's been a problem all season long. Now just one runner on. See if that locks Bisbee in as that pitch misses outside. 2-1. Here to the freshman Worsing, Carson Shoup waiting on deck.
And Bisbee has really struggled to find the strike zone early on. 3 batters in, he's been behind in all of these counts.
Here comes the 2-1 home, and Worsing goes up and gets it. He sends this a long way out in left field, turning, catch is made, but it's going to be plenty deep to score Justin Fallon. It's 1-0 Upperman on the RBI sac fly.
Yeah, really good piece of hitting there by Chris Worsing to get the job done, get that first run across, and you get that first lead in the ball game here in the bottom of the first.
RBI number 24 of the campaign. Second on the team for the Bees. Now the bases are empty for Carson Shoup.
He's been swinging it well.
He has. 1-0 Upperman. Shoup on the season batting .259. He's kind of stabilized. He was streaky throughout most of the season, but been pretty consistent here recently. First pitch swinging here sends it foul. How big is that throw down by Nick Osman right now to take a base runner off the base paths?
Yeah, and Shanks, he could have tried to do something there if he's able to get to second base.
Big swing and a miss on that one. Maybe the best pitch so far for Bisbee as he goes ahead for the first time. It's 0-2.
Yeah, he's been behind with 3 ball counts, 2 ball counts, finally ahead, and now you feel a little bit more comfortable and still just the 1 run across.
Here comes the 0-2. Breaking ball. Shoup sends it foul out of play, and we'll do it again.
He's had some big hits here in the last few days. Not only he's been swinging it well, he's coming up with those timely hits as Goose liked to talk about yesterday.
0-2 coming here from Bisbee. Delivers in. That one rolled over. Second baseman ranges to it. Makes the play. Throw over to first is in time. And that will retire this side. The Bees strike first on their home field for 1 run on 2 hits. No errors. Nobody left. We'll head to the second. Wyatt Curtis back to work when we come back. Coverage presented by the Southwell Auto Clinic and Nick's Restaurant and the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
Frontier Chevrolet is ready to get you into your next vehicle and are proud to offer a lifetime powertrain warranty on nearly all vehicles below 80,000 miles. View inventory online at www.caseychevy.com, including the brand new Chevy Trax and Traverse, or stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway today. Remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Delicious Pan Pizza is Domino's best-kept secret. With locations in Smithville, Sparta, Livingston, Allgood, and 2 in Cookeville, Delicious Pan and hand-tossed pizza, pasta, and more is never far away. Use the Domino's app to take care of your game day eats today. Domino's is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back. We head into the top of the second inning. 5, 6, 7 due up for Stone. And for the first time in the season series, Upperman holds the first lead in the game as they lead 1-0. Cam Melton, Connor Melton, and Will Goodwin due up in this half for the Panthers, looking to answer back quickly against Wyatt Curtis. Struck out 2, allowed a base hit on a single, and got a ground out en route to a 19-pitch first inning. And he will have a long pitch count today. Will not be an issue for Wyatt Curtis. They will not look to him again in this tournament. Not probably. They will not look to him again in this tournament. And for Upperman, they would love, as a Stone would as well, to get the win in this game. But for the Bees, if they do, they could have Juju Yano primed and ready to go again on Monday in game number 1.
Yeah, and Juju Yano was great in game 1 here in this tournament as he went the 6 innings in that first game. Just the 2 hits, no runs, 8 strikeouts, and 2 walks. And if you can get him back for that championship game on Monday, and you hope you can just win that first one and move on into the region tournament.
Either team who loses today, they have options in game number 2. For Stone, sitting right there is Talon Hurd available. For Upperman, they've got Alec Wilson, Chris Worsing, Rookie Allison available.
As Wyatt Curtis's first pitch of the inning is across at the knees for strike one here to Cam Melton, who looking to get it rolling here in this tournament. He's batting .333. He's 2 for 6 with a run scored. And here comes the 0-1 in. Curtis does that double leg kick, and it swung on and missed. He's the only guy that I know of up here that mixes it up like that. He'll go with the slide step, the double kick, and then your standard just delivery in.
Yeah, Carson Parrott, he kind of comes to that pause at times. He doesn't do it as often as Wyatt Curtis does.
Here comes the 0-2. Swung on and missed. A dominant three-pitch Birdie's Lounge strikeout for Wyatt Curtis sets the tone for the inning.
Yeah, and he was able to use all parts of the zone that time, going outside, and then just the challenge fastball there for strike three, and able to throw it right by him.
Connor Melton going to stand in here, the left fielder, trying to become the first base runner of the inning here for the Panthers, trailing 1-0 after the RBI by Chris Worsing. That one's across and 4 straight strikes.
He's been good early on here, attacking the zone for these Stone batters.
The 0-1 on the way. This one's rolled over towards Yano again, fields it cleanly, loads up, throw to first is in time. Juju Yano's got a couple of starts at shortstop this week. Caden Shanks started the game against DeKalb County. Both of them are luxuries for Wes Shanks because you can, whoever has a tired arm, just go over to second and flip them around.
Yeah, we talk about pitchers at 1A, 1B, and 1C, and you talk about shortstops, 1A and 1B, Juju Yano and Caden Shanks, and it's nice. We saw Yano made some really nice plays in that Mount Juliet game on Monday, and he gets a good one here today early on.
Will Goodwin trying to solve Wyatt Curtis as he stands in. You mentioned on Monday, probably looking at your shortstop of the future if you're an Upperman fan next year in the form of Juju Yano, and probably your number one pitcher next year as well. The 1-0, Curtis kicks and deals into Goodwin. That one overthrown, bounces in, 2-0. 26 pitches in for Curtis as these two teams settle in. 9 a.m. start time. Coach Schoenberger's behind the backstop as this one's fouled back.
Dropped his sunglasses.
Now it's 2-1. He's got to get. There was a time where he was fast. It is past. 2-1. Curtis delivers in. That one's right down Main Street for strike two, and now Goodwin will have to battle in. Deuce is wild. 2-2 with 2 outs here. Will Goodwin batting .333 as well in this tournament. Pitch in. Swung on and missed. That is filthy for another Birdie's Lounge strikeout. 4th of the game for Wyatt Curtis, and we will head to the bottom half. Still 1-0 Bees. Coverage presented by the Southwell Auto Clinic and Nick's Restaurant on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network. Sonia Brown is a full-service realtor and is licensed across the state of Tennessee, listing and selling residential and multifamily, land and farms, commercial and industrial properties. Sonia handles the sale from start to closing and beyond. Let her put her 30-plus years of experience to work for you. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate has been supporting student-athletes in the Upper Cumberland since 1990. You can reach Sonia Brown at 931-979-7145. Sonia Brown, realtor with American Way Real Estate, is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student-athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They're also proud to sponsor the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Welcome back. We head to the bottom of 2. It's Rookie Allison, Alec Wilson, and Juju Yano due up in this half for the Bees. Leading 1-0, Titus Bisbee back to work on the mound for Stone Memorial. The game coming up 30 minutes after the conclusion of this one. DeKalb County and Sparta, an elimination game. And then we will have one more elimination game between the loser of this game and the winner of our next game. Of course, we'll be here for all 3 of them today here in Baxter. The Baxter Bullets concession stand is going. The crowd is filing in here. Sparta's eager. They are already here. The Warriors ready to go.
They're scouting, possibly.
Or they're just here ready to go.
That's true.
Coach Thompson's probably scouting just a little bit. But, but these teams know each other now at this point. First pitch swinging for rookie Allison. Foul tips it back.
Yeah, not quite as much scouting going on at the baseball level as there is basketball.
The 0-1, although we think there's probably somebody here from the other district who's being a little shady. Random guy with the book. The 0-1. This one for Allison flared out. Could be a tough play. Center fielder, long way to go. Lays out. And he makes the catch. Tremendous play by Mason LaFew. and he gets the first out of the inning.
That's a tremendous grab. He got a great jump off the bat, immediately running in and lays out for it. That was one heck of a catch out there in center field for the first out.
Alec Wilson will stride in. That looked like it was going to be down for a bloop single. LeVue says no, not so fast, and takes it away. That'll wake you up on a Saturday morning. Good breaking ball in on the hands for strike one.
He struggled with the fastball, but that breaking ball has been working well at times, and hope maybe that's a get him right pitch.
Yeah, he fired one into Fallon that he sent out into left field. Other than that, it's been good. Now Wilson goes tree hunting, 0-2.
The contact with that one, it's going a long way.
He loves to go after those high ones, try to barrel it up and send it somewhere in the outfield. Bisbee goes ahead 0-2, looking for a quick out again. That one's rolled over. Shortstop range is over. Fields it. Talon Hurd loads up. Throw to first in time. And it's quickly 2 up, 2 down for the Panthers defense.
Yeah, this is what Bisbee needed, especially after allowing a little bit of traffic on the base path in that first inning. Got some help from his catcher, Nick Osmond. Able to get out of it, just allowing the one run on the sac fly. And now he's got 2 outs here in the second.
Goose got a sweet picture of LeFew out there diving for that one. Now Juju Yano will stride in here. What a year he's had on the defensive end and on the mound. First pitch swinging here, comes up empty-handed. He's looking to get it rolling at the plate. That average is starting to tick up a little bit. He's up to 264. He started out really red hot, then slumped pretty heavily in the middle part of the season. Here comes the 0-1 into him. That one's across on the inside with a fastball, and now Bisbee's working ahead, something he didn't do in the first inning, and he goes ahead 0-2.
Yeah, he's settled down now, and he's attacking the zone.
What does he dial up here? Another breaking ball. This one's rolled over foul, and we'll do it again. Yano will try to walk that one off.
It's the old in-breaker that you foul right off your ankle.
Yeah, that doesn't feel great. 28 pitches in here for Titus Bisbee. These two pitchers going pretty well so far. The 0-2 coming into Yano as he calls time and will step out. 0-2 coming in. That one close but no cigar. Misses a tick outside. Good spot to go to. 1-2.
Yeah, especially after being ahead 0-2. Don't want to give anything too easy. You want to work it on the outside parts of the plate, if not with the breaking ball.
Bisbee looks in. Osmond delivers the sign. The 1-2 inside, missing, and now 2-2. Carson Holroyd on deck here for the Bees as they hit the lower third of the order. Trying to do some damage with 2 outs. Bisbee likes the call. The 2-2. That one didn't come out clean at all, and we run full from 0-2 to 3-2. And it is already the third full count that we've had in this ball game for Bisbee on the mound.
I mean, been really good in this inning so far until this at-bat.
He's looking for the payoff pitch. The 3-2. Swung on and missed. It was a good inning for Titus Bisbee out there, and that's his first Birdie's Lounge strikeout. We'll head to the third. Still 1-0 Upperman. Coverage of this District 7 AAA Tournament Baseball game is presented by the South Willow Auto Clinic and Nick's Restaurant on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
From the sports field to the hunting field, our friends at Hall Sports and Outdoors can outfit anyone. Located in the heart of Jamestown at 207 South Main Street, Hall Sports and Outdoors carries everything from kayaks, fishing gear, and camo to guns and ammo. With top brands such as Columbia, Timberland, Under Armour, Asics, and much more, nobody can top their selection. Need some custom gear for your team? They also offer uniforms, gear, and custom embroidery. Stop by and see them at 207 South Main Street in Jamestown. Hall Sports and Outdoors, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Clint Connor is your local auctions expert. With full service from start to finish, the Exit Crossroads Auction Group are here to make the process easy for you. Visit crossroadsauctiongroup.com for more details and current auctions. Clint Connor, your local auctions expert, is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Welcome back as it's 8-9-1 due up here for the Panthers in the third. And it'll be deja vu because it's 8-9-1 due up for the Bees in the bottom half. Do we have a little on this day in history, Jacob?
We sure do.
Here we go.
Let's go back to 1943. National League President, National League of Major League Baseball, President Ford C. Frick, what a name there.
That's a great name.
Introduced a new baseball. It was a more livelier baseball, a Bellata baseball. If you know Bellata golf balls, those are incredibly soft golf balls. On May 9th of 1943, they actually introduced it into the league. 6 home runs were hit in 4 doubleheaders compared to 9 home runs hit through the first 72 games in 1942. So a much livelier baseball and introduced on this day.
That gives new meaning to small ball.
Yeah.
That's why Curtis kicks and deals here to Gage Eldridge to open up the third, swung on and missed, and through the lower half of the order, you've seen Wyatt Curtis go into attack mode. He went 1, 2, 3 in the second.
Yeah, he went 1, 2, 3 and just attacking each of those hitters.
He's firing the fastball in now, 0-2.
Yeah, he's been sitting right around 85, 86, and obviously he can get it up there 290, but he's been much more controlled here in the mid-80s.
Now that double leg kick, and he got him. Another Birdie's Lounge strikeout. 5 through the first 8 hitters for Wyatt Curtis.
And he's just completely keeping these batters guessing right now. He goes ahead with that first pitch strike, and then he's able to go back to something, and he's been working really just the fastballs. Hasn't thrown the breaking ball a whole lot. He hasn't needed to.
Now, Cade Wilson will try and see if he can solve him. The second baseman watches fastball across for strike 1, and another 85 just pounding the zone here for Wyatt Curtis.
Yeah, and he can kind of go back and forth between the 4-seam and the 2-seam, too.
Now Wilson shows bunt, pops it up, and he's quickly behind 0-2, and we've seen times like this year. Wyatt Curtis is throwing like this. It seems like it's just a carousel. Walk up to the batter's box and walk back. We'll see if one of these Stone Panthers can change that around here with one swing of the bat. Here comes the 0-2 home. Called strike 3, the 6th. The Birdie's Lounge strikeout, the first time through the order for Wyatt Curtis, and it's his 3rd K in a row.
Well, right now, somebody has to go up there and just throw off the timing of Wyatt Curtis. I mean, he is just cruising. He is in a rhythm. Ask for time, foul off a couple of pitches, try to work a count. I mean, he's been getting ahead in counts and just sitting these batters down with ease in the last 4 or 5 batters.
He had 56 strikeouts entering the game and 36 in the 3rd inning, so nearly 2 per. As that one is close but doesn't get the call, 1-0.
Yeah, just a little bit low that time.
Talon Hurd, he struck out looking to open up the ball game, attempt number 2 here. As the 1-0, that one is across at the knees for strike 1.
And one with that 2-seam that time, kind of tailed back into the plate.
Just 37 pitches in here for Wyatt Curtis in the 3rd inning. 1-1. Slider, that one. Hurd was a good job to lay off of it. Looked like he may have been sitting fastball and caught those hands back.
He went 86 to 69 on that breaking ball right there.
Wow. Talon Hurd in the top of this order for Stone. Very good. Here comes the 2-1. That one. Ooh. Close. Missed maybe a little bit in. 3-1. Favorable count here to Talon Hurd.
But somebody's working a count a little bit.
Absolutely. Here comes the 3-1 home. That one swung on and fouled out, and you've seen so far when he's gotten behind, he goes right into that fastball, really leaning on it, and we run full, 3-2. Hurd trying to put a little pressure on here as we barrel towards the middle innings. The payoff pitch. This one rolled over, foul, and we'll do it again. Bryce Elmore, who is on a heater, waiting on deck.
He's made really the only contact so far against Curtis.
Yeah, that one was bounced over that Elmore had. Kind of towards the gap between short and 3rd. Here comes the 3-2 payoff pitch. Swung on. This one could be a tough play. Ranging back is Shanks. Holroyd there, and it drops in for a single. Talon Hurd. Pardon me, that's Worsing in right field as that one drops in. And that one into the Bermuda Triangle that we talk about all the time, Jacob, in there for a single.
Yeah, it's a really tough spot out there, just that little blooper, and it gets out there in a hurry as well. So if you're going to make a grab, you have to read it perfectly. Shanks made a pretty good effort on it, and Worsing out from right couldn't get there in time.
Worsing was playing deep, respecting this, the power of Hurd, and now Elmore will have attempt number 2 here as Stone tries to tie the game. First pitch. Caught a ball, 1-0. 1-0 coming here as the runner takes off. That one's golfed over right at Shanks, and Caden Shanks delivers the throw to first, and that will retire this side. Stone gets their second hit of the game, but they're ultimately left at first. We'll head to the bottom half. It's still 1-0 Upperman. Coverage of this game is presented by the Southwell Auto Clinic and Nick's Restaurant on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
From the sports field to the hunting field, our friends at Hall Sports and Outdoors can outfit anyone. Located in the heart of Jamestown at 207 South Main Street, Hall Sports and Outdoors carries everything from kayaks, fishing gear, and camo to guns and ammo. With top brands such as Columbia, Timberland, Under Armour, Asics, and much more, nobody can top their selection. Need some custom gear for your team? They also offer uniforms, gear, and custom embroidery. Stop by and see them at 207 South Main Street in Jamestown. Hall Sports and Outdoors, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Fire and Vine in Cookeville is the Upper Cumberland's home for delicious Chicago-style pizza, beef, chicken, fish, and more. Located in Cookeville's historic downtown district, Fire and Vine's food and atmosphere will keep you coming back for more. Take in stunning views with creative food and drinks on the rooftop. Fire and Vine is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. (8-9-1) due up for the Bees. Holroyd, Huddleston, and Fallon. Titus Bisbee back to work here in inning number 3, 1-0. The Bees got the run in the bottom of the first. Nothing since then as these two pitchers have controlled the day.
Yeah, just the sac fly RBI, and really it could have been a bigger inning back in that first inning if Kane Shanks doesn't get thrown out by Nick Osmond behind the plate. If he just slides into second base, he's probably in there safely. But Titus Bisbee, much better in that second inning, attacking the zone, not as many 3-ball counts. Got to one of them later on in the inning, but still able to work through it pretty quickly.
Carson Holroyd's batting 167 on the campaign through 30 ABs. He stands in here trying to set the tone. And Holroyd and Huddleston know their role here. Get on base for Fallon and Shanks, who are waiting behind.
Yeah, and that's the big thing right now. If you're Bisbee, you really have to try to focus hard on these two batters right now. And obviously it's not going to be easy, especially with Huddleston in that 9 spot. He's kind of been all over the lineup, and Holroyd here trying to start it off with a good inning.
Yeah, Huddleston fourth on the team in batting average, awaiting as the Holroyd shows butt, gets it down pretty good one. Bisbee comes up to it. The lefty throws down in time. Good defensive play for Titus Bisbee off of his pitcher spot.
Yeah, that's a really good play because the bunt was pretty good. Had a little bit of backspin on it, just kind of sat down right there in front of the plate. Bisbee able to come off the mound and get there in time. And that's tough, too, because as a lefty, you have to turn your whole body and make the throw and get the speedy Holroyd, and was able to do the job.
Evan Huddleston strides in with a .368 on-base percentage. And we'll see what he elects to do, or is told to do here by Coach Shanks, is with 1 out in the inning and the top of the order coming up behind. First pitch, looked like he's trying to get that breaking ball, misses for a ball.
And Bisbee, he's a good pitcher against this Bees team. He's a lefty, and he's not as much velocity as what the Bees are used to facing. So sometimes they struggle against these pitchers.
This one sent over towards Hurd. Fields it cleanly. The throw down, bang, bang, play, and he got him. Good throw by Talon Hurd for the second out of the inning. And Justin Fallon, who opened the game with a single and scored the only run, strides in here.
Yes, that kind of ate him up just a little bit, but he's able to get it into the glove, and a good throw from shortstop. Talon Hurd, again, just a sophomore this year. He's been really impressive. And for Bisbee, he did what he needed to do. Get those 8-9 batters out, so now you have to face Fallon with 2 outs rather than 0 or 1.
Just 35 pitches. Both pitchers have been moving along, not in any trouble with the pitch count. Of course, long way to go. First pitch swinging for Fallon, sent way up into the air. Against the overcast sky, right fielder is under it and makes the catch. No problem for Will Goodwin. And that is a shutdown inning as Titus Bisbee has recorded an out on the last 8 batters that he's faced. We'll head to the 4th and have trivia when we come back. Coverage presented by the Southwell Auto Clinic at Nick's Restaurant on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future. It's what we do.
Frontier Chevrolet is ready to get you into your next vehicle and are proud to offer a lifetime powertrain warranty on nearly all vehicles below 80,000 miles. View inventory online at www.caseychevy.com, including the brand new Chevy Trax and Traverse, or stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway today. Remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye.
For the first 3 innings, we got ourselves a pitching duel here in Baxter. 1-0 Upperman. Wyatt Curtis back to the bump. He'll face the heart of the order. 3, 4, 5. 2 up for the Panthers. But first, it's time for trivia with Jacob Vinson.
We're going Braves trivia today.
Love it.
Who is the only Braves player to have played for the organization in all 3 cities it is called home? That being Boston, Milwaukee, and Atlanta. Warren Spahn, Bob Elliott, Eddie Matthews, or Hank Aaron, who is the only Braves player to have played for the organization in all 3 cities that it is called home. Warren Spahn, Bob Elliott, Eddie Matthews, or Hank Aaron.
Leave your answers in the comments as the first pitch is in for strike one here to Nick Osmond. Now that hesitation on the leg kick for Curtis. This one's rolled over. Rookie Allison going to take it. Throw down in time. Rookie Allison gets him by a millimeter. And there's an exciting play to record the first out of the inning.
That's one heck of a play by Rookie Allison because Nick Osmond has a lot of speed, albeit he's a catcher. He's got a lot of speed, and Rookie Allison shows off the speed that time running up that first base line. Has to make the sidearm throw like he's on the pitcher's mound and able to make a good one on the money at first base.
Titus Bisbee stands in trying to help his own cause as Wyatt Curtis goes back to work. First pitch misses for ball one. The 1-0, that one's rolled over. Under it is Yano, Juju Yano. Throws down in time again. There's been some really solid defensive plays so far in this game. It's quickly 2 up, 2 down for the Panthers.
Well, and we've seen in this tournament, it hasn't been easy defensively for any of these teams. Stone Memorial had 4 errors in a game in their first game in this tournament here in Baxter. And so they're trying to feel a little bit better. Upperman has played really well on the field so far.
This is the kind of defensive play you would expect in a winner's bracket semifinal so far. As the first pitch in is waved at and missed for Melton. He struck out swinging. And this will be the first inning where Wyatt Curtis doesn't have 2 punch-outs in the frame. It's 0-1 ahead here with 2 outs. Pitch number 50 coming up here. Again, that hesitation. 1-1.
Yeah, just low that time it looked like a little bit.
Melton awaits. And the 1-1 comes in upstairs now, 2-1. Maybe a little overcorrection there on the fastball. Been fastball heavy. Haven't really seen that slider a whole lot early on in this outing for Curtis. Here comes the 2-1. That one bounces in. 3-1. Now ahead goes Cameron Melton.
Yeah, and he said he's kind of been leaning on that fastball when he's been needing a strike. He's gone to that fastball a few times, but he's been up and down on a few of them.
The 3-1. That one, I think it hit him.
Yeah.
It did. It would have been ball 4 regardless, and Melton heads down to first to become a base runner here, and he'll set the table for Connor Melton.
One of the rare batters there that Curtis faced that he hadn't been kind of in that rhythm that he's been on all game long and just kind of around the zone, hadn't really been able to find his stride, and so what he's able to do here with the runner on.
Well, Connor Melton, who grounded out to shortstop, stands in here. Back out of the stretch goes Curtis. First pitch, waved at and missed for strike 1.
Yeah, a late decision there at the plate as well on that outside fastball.
The 0-1 again. This one waved at and missed, and now Curtis can go to wherever he wants to at 0-2.
Yeah, and he's got a plethora of pitches to go to on 0-2 as well.
A glance over, now the 0-2. Swung on and missed. Another Birdie's Lounge strikeout for Wyatt Curtis as he regains his form after hitting the batter. We'll head to the bottom half of the 4th with 2-3-4 due up for the Bees. Coverage presented by the South Willow Auto Clinic and Nick's Restaurant on the Frontier Chevy, UCR Media Network. Caden Shanks, Chris Worsing, Carson Shoup due up for the Bees. It is 7 straight Bees retired by Titus Bisbee. He's back to work here, but first the answer to our trivia question.
Who's the only Braves player to have played for the organization in all 3 cities it is called home? Boston, Milwaukee, and Atlanta. Warren Spahn, Bob Elliott, Eddie Matthews, or Hank Aaron?
Bob Elliott.
Eddie Matthews played the last season in Boston, every season in Milwaukee, and the first season in Atlanta.
That was before my time. This is the first pitch in. There's a good breaking ball to Caden Shanks, who hit a single and was caught stealing on a play where he slides, he's safe. I don't think he knew the throw was coming.
Yeah, it was one of those first and thirds. Osmond threw right through.
Here comes the 0-1. That one misses outside for a ball, 1-1.
It's not too many times you see a throw through when it's first and third, especially at the high school level. But when you got the catchers, the caliber that they are in this game,
I think that's why you expect there's no throw coming down. The 1-1 breaking ball misses outside again, 2-1. A lot of movement on that one, but it finished in the same spot the fastball did on the last pitch.
That's a really good breaking ball. He's ripped it off a few times pretty well.
Bisbee kicks and deals the 2-1. That one upstairs, 3-1, and that was the problem in the first inning for Bisbee. He's really corrected it since, being behind hitters. Now it's 3-1 to the dangerous Caden Shanks. Bisbee delivers in, misses, ball 4, and a leadoff walk for Shanks sets the table for Chris Worsing, who has an RBI and a sac fly. He'll stand in here for attempt number 2.
Yeah, and Caden's going to have to wait at least another plate appearance to make history and become the all-time hits leader here at Upperman. He's tied right now after that first inning hit. But able to get aboard, and that's all you're looking for, especially with Chris Worsing at the plate, who's been really, really solid.
See if they try to steal Caden Shanks again. Maybe slide in this time. Well, you don't want to test Chris or Nick Osmond behind the plate too often, but you got a ton of speed there over at first. The first pitch misses. Did that hit him? It bounces in. Osmond's going to throw down. It's a good throw, but it is not in time. Caden Shanks with a Domino's stolen base.
And it was a really good throw, but again, you said it. He slides that first time, he's in there safely. He slides this time, he's in there safely because you have to bring that tag down. He was able to get underneath it.
It's a 1-0 count here. That one almost hit Chris.
It sure
Worsing.
looked like it may have nicked him, but he didn't react.
Yeah, that's one you tell your freshman, you got to act like you just got hit with a boulder if it bounces near your feet. Bisbee says, "Nah, I wasn't even close to hitting," as he steps off. He's at just 42 pitches here in the bottom of the fourth.
Been really
inning.
solid, pitching to a lot of contact.
Of course, this is the dangerous part of the order for Upperman. The most dangerous, should say. The 1-0. That one is rolled over in foul territory to make it 1-1. And now with that speed at second and Shanks, a ball down in the outfield, more than likely scores a run if you're Upperman.
Well, that's funny. Shanks and Hurd are kind of having a nice conversation there at second base. Hurd kind of getting in the way a little bit.
1-1, and now he's going to turn and look back. Bisbee hasn't had to deal with much traffic. No runners have been left out on the base paths in this game for Upperman so far. He's got some out there now. Nobody out. The 1-1 to Worsing. He swings at this one, flares it out into right field. Good angle taken to it. It is caught. Shanks is going to tag up. He pulls into third. And that moves him over 90 feet with one out. And now an important additional run just 90 feet away.
Now, a couple times now that Chris Worsing has been up there with a runner on and able to advance them over. He got Justin Fallon in to score the first run of the game. This time it gets the speedy Shanks over at third. And still an important hit because it's just one out in the inning.
2 sac flies for Chris Worsing so far. And now Carson Shoup stands in. He grounded out to second to end the first inning. He'll be trying to at least put something in the air here. Bisbee looking for a punch out. First pitch swinging for Shoup, and that one's going to be angling into left field, and it is down. Shanks takes off, and he will score. An RBI single for Carson Shoup makes it 2-0 for the Bees.
Yeah, a really nice piece of hitting there by Shoup. He didn't hit it the best. It was kind of off the end of the bat, just blooped out there to left field, but enough to get over the infield, drops in front of the left fielder, and the run comes across. And this is where the Bees needed to do some damage against Bisbee. Hadn't really been able to hit up on him. They were able to get some in the first and doing a good job of it here in the fourth.
Rookie Allison stands in here. He flew out on the ball to center, and it was a diving grab by LaFew. A web gem to open up the second. He's got a runner at first and one out. Bisbee trying to work through it now. First pitch in. This one sent out over the outstretched glove of Talon Hurd. And Upperman's bats heating up second time through the lineup. Back-to-back singles. Brings up Alec Wilson.
Yeah, and another really good piece of hitting there by rookie Allison, and they're just keeping it going, stringing some of those hits together.
You've seen Upperman take a beat. You mentioned that velocity change. They faced the 5th-ranked pitcher in the nation this year, throwing 93 miles an hour here. Down there in the low 70s, they've taken a beat the second time through and are starting to time it up. We'll see if Bisbee tries to maybe lean on that breaking ball a little bit more. As Alec Wilson grounded out to short back in the second inning. Stands in here with a runner at first and second, only one out. Infield in at the corners here for Stone. First pitch in. Wilson sends this one up in the air. Should be the infield fly rule, and it is. So he will be out. Hurd makes the catch, and there's the second out of the inning.
And for Bisbee, that's exactly what you're looking for. You only allowed the one run so far, trying to hold those runners at first and second for right now, and trying to not give up too much good contact as you get later on into this lineup.
Juju Yano going to stand in here. 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Going to be a runner out for the catcher, Allison. Collier Bush will come out and run, so some more speed on the base paths. Yano trying to add on here as the Bees now lead 2-0 in this semifinal round matchup. Non-elimination game, but you win, you can take a seat until Monday. And you're guaranteed a trip to the region tournament. This one turned on, angling towards the gap. LeFew running toward it, and it will get down. One run will score with ease. Bush pulls into third. He's sent home. Here comes the throw from Hurd. It's not in time. It is a 2 RBI double for Juju Yano, and Upperman's lead is 4-0.
Yeah, big swing of the bat there by Juju Yano, and LeFew actually did a pretty good job. He got there, a good angle to it. Couldn't make the grab, but he actually got it on the bounce and got it in fairly quickly. But Collier Bush, a lot of speed, able to score all the way from first base as Yano hits it to one of the deeper parts of the park, and now the Bees starting to cook with a little gas here.
That's a Southwell Auto Clinic double for Juju Yano. We mentioned at times, forget about the average. You want a clutch hit, that's one of the guys you want in the batter's box. If you're Wes Shanks, he gives them one there. Was a good angle for LeFew, just couldn't get to it. Too well struck. Carson Holroyd stands in. First pitch swinging here, comes up empty.
And it's been this...
He bunted, and Nick Osmond made a really good, Titus Bisbee came up and made a really good play to throw him out back in the second, or in the third.
It's been the second time through the lineup. They're starting to time him up a little bit better.
The 0-1 coming here from Bisbee. This one's fouled back, and it's quickly 0-2 here. The Bees have also assured themselves they'd like to get him up in this inning, but Fallon and Shanks are going to bat in the next frame. And that's how they start to stack big numbers on top of each other sometimes. Comes the 0-2. Holroyd awaits, long look. Now Bisbee delivers. That one misses upstairs for a ball.
Looks like some rain starting to fall.
I'm looking down. You're right, though. People aren't moving to their ponchos and coats yet. Now they start to. Here comes the rain. It's a nice mist right now. Here comes the 1-2. Holroyd fouls it off. We'll do it again. And if this starts to pour, it's going to get very interesting.
Now everybody's moving around.
Yeah, now there's the mass exodus towards the jackets and the umbrellas and everything else.
It's starting to drive a little bit.
It's not, I wouldn't say huge raindrops. It's that misty rain that's coming down at a good clip, though. 1-2 coming to Holroyd. Breaking ball, swung on. And missed. Strike 3. A Birdie's Lounge strikeout for Titus Bisbee, but the damage is done for Upperman as they take a 4-0 lead as we barrel into the 5th inning. Wyatt Curtis back to work. Coverage presented by the Southwell Auto Clinic and Nick's Restaurant on the Frontier Chevy, UCR Media Network.
Delicious Pan Pizza is Domino's best-kept secret, with locations in Smithville, Sparta, Livingston, Allgood, and 2 in Cookeville. Delicious pan and hand-tossed pizza, pasta, and more is never far away. Use the Domino's app to take care of your game day eats today. Domino's is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Sonia Brown is a full-service realtor and is licensed across the state of Tennessee, listing and selling residential and multifamily, land and farms, commercial and industrial properties. Sonia handles the sale from start to closing and beyond. Let her put her 30-plus years of experience to work for you. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate has been supporting student-athletes in the Upper Cumberland since 1990. You can reach Sonia Brown at 931-979-7145. Sonia Brown, realtor with American Way Real Estate, is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back. Upperman's lead is now 4-0 on a now rainy day. Not pouring. Mist isn't the right word. It's somewhere in between. We could play in this. Of course, if a game gets through 5, it becomes official. As home plate umpires having a word with Coach Stokes as he heads down to the third base coaching box. It's Will Goodwin, Gage Eldridge, and Cade Wilson due up against Wyatt Curtis, who's had the goods today. Allowed just 2 hits, 56 pitches so far through 4 complete innings. He has not walked a batter. He has 1 batter that's been hit by a pitch. Just 3 base runners for the Panthers so far, who now find themselves down by 4 after the fast 3rd or 4th inning for the Bees. First pitch waved down and missed, and we saw him do this the first time through 7, 8, 9. He pounded the zone with the fastballs en route to 3 straight Ks. Here comes the 0-1, misses upstairs, 1-1.
Yeah, and there was really only 1 at-bat in that last inning that he kind of struggled to find it. It was against Cam Melton, and then he was able to work his way through that, even with the base runners on.
1-1, misses low, 2-1. So Goodwin struck out swinging in his first appearance. Trying to change that around here, goes ahead in the count. That one misses inside, 3-1. Curtis trying to get some of that rosin on his hands. And
yeah, like you said, not a heavy rain, but enough to make it a little annoying.
The 3-1, waved at and missed 3-2. And this is something, I heard you guys talking yesterday. It is tough-ish to grip the baseball. It's not impossible out there. That's why you've got that bag as well to help you out. Is the 3-2 payoff pitch. Swung on and missed. The second straight Birdie's Lounge strikeout for Wyatt Curtis.
Yeah, and you mentioned that as well. We kind of walked out into it afterwards. I go, oh, it's not as bad as it looked out there as well. So
that's 8 strikeouts for Wyatt Curtis so far. And now Gage Eldridge, who's one of those victims, stands back in again. Curtis takes a deep breath as he kicks and deals. Swung on and missed. I mean, he has been pitching very, very well. 63 pitches, 42 strikes. We mentioned the first time these two teams played way back in March, as this one swung on and missed, Wyatt Curtis was still trying to find the form. A couple of outings after that one, he's been really locked in. Here comes the 0-2. Misses low. Eldridge does a good job to lay off. One ball, 2 strikes here to Gage Eldridge. Curtis, long kick, swung on and missed. The 9th Birdie's Lounge strikeout of the game and the 3rd in a row. It's the 2nd time he's done that today. And he is cooking with peanut oil now. Here comes Cade Wilson, 0-for-1 with a strikeout.
And he was able to use the aggressiveness of Gage Eldridge there as well. Gage Eldridge a couple times now has come up there and been swinging away on the first couple of pitches. And Curtis has seen that and able to use it.
The rain has slowed down even since we've been talking here as the first pitch in of this AB misses outside. Now it really is a kind of mist down. And this is what we expect all day. There's spotty showers. It could pop up and then dissipate. This one swung on and foul tipped, 1-1. Goose really dressed up for work today.
Hey, he's ready for the rain.
He's ready for the
elements.
He brought the stuff for the rain. I'll give him that. That pitch misses inside. 2-1 here to Cade Wilson, who would love to become a base runner for Talon Hurd in the top of the order. 2-1. That one misses. 3 balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, and for Curtis, he'd love to not have to face them until that next inning. So he's going to really try to focus on the batter here with the 3-1 count.
Mitch, and he's at 70 pitches, but he's going to have the leash to go. We're not going to use him again in this tournament. Here comes the 3-1. Misses ball 4, and a good job by Cade Wilson to work the walk. First walk of the game issued by Curtis, and it does give a base runner to Talon Hurd, who is 1 for 2 today with a single and a strikeout. It's 4-0 Upperman here as the Bees look to punch their ticket to another region tournament. They're trying to win this tournament for the 2nd or the 3rd year rather in a row.
Win today, you move on to the championship. I believe it's 5:30 Monday night. First game at least, and then a possible second game.
Yes, if whoever wins this game loses that first game on Monday, they would play one more time.
It is 5:30.
First pitch, a little check swing. He didn't go. 1-0.
And of course, we'll have DeKalb County and White County for the 2nd time in this tournament coming up in game number 2 today. Winner of that will play the loser of this game first.
Here comes the 1-0. That one. And all of a sudden, the control has started to flee from Wyatt Curtis. 2-0 now.
Alec Wilson was trying to ask for time there and go talk it over with Curtis on the mound.
Curtis, a senior. It's prom day here. That's why we're playing so early. As the 2-0 misses upstairs 3-0. It just looks like he's starting to get a little wild out there, too, with the follow-through. getting loose.
And been in that same rhythm that he was in the first, and really just the first two batters here in the inning.
Keeps going to that bag to try to dry his hand. The 3-0, ball four, back-to-back walks issued. I wonder you may have a trip out from Coach Drombarger here, and as I say that, I look down and you will, as now Stone is threatening with a red-hot bat. Bryce Elmore standing in with runners at first and second. Stone needs to strike. They know it.
Yeah, they're going to try to answer back now as well after those 3 more runs across for the Bees in that bottom of the 4th inning. And for Stone, they've got an offense that they can absolutely strike at any time. And we've seen this from Wyatt Curtis. We've seen him be really, really good through 3, 4, 5 innings. He hasn't really put a full, complete effort together in an outing on the mound. He'll have an inning or two when it starts to fall apart just a little bit. Now, again, he's got 2 outs. He just needs 1 pitch to get a ground ball to get out of the inning or a strikeout to get out of the inning as well. So, and that's kind of the conversation. Hey, you've got 2 outs. Trust your defense. It doesn't really matter about the batter at the plate. Obviously, focus on him and just try to get him out.
Coach Shanks would love to get a complete game out of Wyatt Curtis out there on the mound and not have to worry about throwing anybody else. Does have other arms available, as we mentioned, in the form of Alec Wilson, Chris Worsing, Rookie Allison. We don't know about the center fielder there, who has not pitched in a while. First pitch into Elmore, swung on, fouled back, and if nothing else, that's a pitch back in the zone for Wyatt Curtis.
Yeah, and especially that's the biggest thing. And even if he doesn't swing at that one, it's probably a called strike anyways. So a little bit more confidence there that, hey, we're back in the zone, feeling a little bit better.
Bryce Elmore, 1 for 2 today with a single and a ground out. He's the only runner who's gotten into scoring position today for Stone. That one misses low, 1-1.
Rain's starting to pick up just a little bit.
It's
not. It's like you said. It's not heavy. It's kind of just
revving
that
up
misty
and then
stuff.
down. Yes, it's getting heavier and then light and heavy and light. The 1-1. This one is turned on by Elmore. Long way back for Huddleston to go. He's not going to get there as this one hops over the fence for a ground rule double. And that's going to be a tough break for Stone, actually, as only 1 run will come across. It would have been 2 scoring. Instead, it's 1, but give an RBI double for Bryce Elmore. And now here come the Panthers as the table is set for Nick Osmond.
How about Bryce Elmore here in this tournament so far? He has been really, really good. But the 2 outs in the inning, you wonder what they go to here with second and third.
They should walk him. They should walk Nick Osmond.
They are going to.
And that's the correct decision if you're Upperman, because Nick Osmond could wreck this game in a hurry. Its bases loaded.
The Stone fan's not too happy about that.
No, she is not. I believe that is Nick Osmond's mom, who is not thrilled at all.
Understandable.
Cade Wilson came around to score on that one. It's an RBI for Bryce Elmore. And now bases loaded here and a big opportunity for Titus Bisbee in a 4-1 game. Curtis kicks and deals. Swung on, rolled over towards Alec Wilson. He fields it and tags the bag. And the decision works out for the Upperman coaching staff as we will head to the bottom half. 1 run across for the Panthers to make it 4-1. Coverage presented by the Southwell Auto Clinic and Nick's Restaurant on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
Sonia Brown is a full-service realtor and is licensed across the state of Tennessee, listing and selling residential and multifamily, land and farms, commercial and industrial properties. Sonia handles the sale from start to closing and beyond. Let her put her 30-plus years of experience to work for you. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate has been supporting student-athletes in the Upper Cumberland since 1990. You can reach Sonia Brown at 931-979-7145. Sonia Brown, realtor with American Way Real Estate, is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student-athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They're also proud to sponsor the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back. We head to the bottom of the 5th as rain continues to fall this morning in Baxter. It is a 4-1 lead for Upperman. Stone, they're able to get one back. They had an opportunity. They had the bases loaded with 2 outs. Smart decision. Wes Shanks and company. You saw Alec Wilson as well saying walk him. They walk Nick Osmond intentionally. The next pitch, a ground out, and they get out of the jam.
Well, and how big was the ground rule double as well? And one hops over the fence. Huddleston unable to get there, and he lets it go. It bounces over. Rather than 2 runs coming across, you have only 1 run coming across. So you still have the 3-run advantage. And then, intentionally walk Nick Osmond. You get a ground ball right side of the infield. An easy play for Alec Wilson, and able to get out of the jam. Again, for Wyatt Curtis, he was allowing those base runners with the 2 outs. He just needed 1 pitch to go his way, and he was able to get that. 1 run does come across, but still 3-run lead for the Bees, and 9-1-2 due up.
Yeah, Talon Hurd was barreling around third. He never stopped. He didn't realize it was a ground rule double until he'd already passed home plate. He was going to score with ease. Instead, he had to go back to third, and Upperman got out of the jam. Evan Huddleston grounded out in his first appearance. He stands in here as it's 9-1-2 due up for Upperman, looking for some insurance here. He shows bunt, pops it up, and can't quite get there over at third base. A good effort made by Bryce Elmore. He's who ripped that ground rule double. It's 0-1 to Huddleston.
Yeah, Bryce Elmore sprinting in, kind of had to readjust. He couldn't quite turn to the right enough. And again, it's a little bit wet out there as well, so the footing probably not as good.
Huddleston, one of the more underrated basketball players in the Upper Cumberland. He's got plenty of speed in there on a potential bunt. Here comes the 0-1. He's going to swing away as it misses up. From Titus Bisbee, who, despite the 4 runs given up, he's given Stone a chance in this one. 55 pitches. It's 1-1.
Just that 4th inning so far, they got a little bit away from him. String of hits together by the Bees.
1-1. This one sent a country mile up. It's angling into foul territory, ranging over under it against the rain, and the catch is made. Nicely done by Cam Milton for the first out of the inning.
And we saw that last night in the game against Livingston Academy in White County. Some of those balls in foul territory that could have really helped decide the game, could not be caught. So that's a good catch out there in foul territory.
Here comes Justin Fallon, 1 for 2 with a single. He scored the first run of the game back in the first. He then flew out to right back in the 3rd inning. 3rd appearance against Bisbee. And if you look through the season stats, Upperman in the 5th innings this year, they've outscored opponents 34-11. And a lot of times it's been because of this. It's the 3rd time through the lineup for the top of the order. See if Stone can buck that trend here. Breaking ball bounces in, and it's quickly 2-0 here to Fallon.
Well, it's going to be a grind on the mound as a pitcher as well when you're going up against this Upperman offense, especially that top 3rd of the lineup, top 4 guys, where you really have to bear down and make some good pitches or they're going to make you pay.
2-0 coming here. Bisbee delivers in that one. Ball 3, and nobody on, but Caden Shanks looming on deck, trying to become the king of hits here at Upperman High School. It's coming. The question is not if,
when.
It's when. Here comes the 3-1. And he is. The green light with 3-0 sends it way up into the air. Going to be a tough play. Ranging back at it. Drops in. See how that one scored. And that's going to be a hit for Justin Fallon. A single there. A 3-0 pitch. It was not solidly hit, but it was high enough and into the right area. And into that Bermuda Triangle once again.
That's exactly where it was. Right in between first baseman, second baseman, and right fielder, and just unable for any of them to really take charge and go get that baseball.
Caden Shanks stands in with a speedy Fallon at first and 1 out. Upperman looking to get the run back that they surrendered in the top half of this inning. So far today, a single and a walk for Shanks. Throw over. Fallon back in time. Of course, the rain makes it a little bit more difficult. One thing people don't think about. It's not mud, obviously, but it's not as the same consistency that it usually is when you're sliding around out there. That pitch misses outside here to Shanks, 1-0. Chris Worsing waiting behind as Upperman looking to close in on another trip to the region tournament. Of course, the Bees, they have 1 goal this year, and one top goal, I should say. They got goals along the way, but everybody knows what it is the throw over. And it's a balk.
Yep.
Yeah, he started to go forward and then threw over, and that allows Fallon to move over into scoring position. And 90% of the Upperman fans in attendance yelled balk, and now Coach Stokes is going to come out and have a word. Not sure if he's going to the mound or if he's going to the umpire.
I think he's going to the umpire.
Yeah, he does not look like he's going to Titus Bisbee. And I'm sure of one thing. His mind's not going to change.
Yeah, he did go forward and then over.
Yeah, that was a pretty clear ball.
I mean, he was looking towards home plate as well.
And now he will take it as a mound visit. Goes to have a word with his pitcher. And heads back. So it's a 1-0 count here to Caden Shanks. Yeah, that one was, sometimes the ball gets a little bit hairy. He was pretty clearly coming forward and then threw over. Fallon looks over, taking his lead. The 1-0, that one. Called strike, catches the outside bottom corner, 1-1.
Bisbee hasn't had a lot of those called strikes across, so he's looking for a few more of those.
He's had quite a bit of weak contact, kind of like that hit we just saw for Fallon. They have barreled some stuff up, especially back in the first inning.
Yeah, mainly that fourth inning was when they were able to actually hit the barrel.
Fourth. Here comes the 1-1. Shanks turns on this one. That is way up into the air in right field. Ranging back. Still back. Goodbye, baseball. The all-time hits leader at Upperman High School, and he does it in a bang. Caden Shanks with a two-run shot to right field.
I couldn't think of a better way to do it. Your all-time hits leader cranks one out of right field, and now he gets a little bit of a curtain call as it's now 6-1.
And now it'll be announced over the PA system. Caden Shanks is now the all-time hits leader, and there have been some impressive hitters here at Upperman High School. 3-time state champions. He was already the triples leader, and now he's the all-time hits leader. Congratulations to Caden Shanks.
Yeah, that is one heck of a record right there. And you talk about all the winning that this program has had over the years, not just the last few years, but really since the program has been here. And that is one heck of a record to get, and especially doing it on your 4th home run of the year as well.
And he hit that one way up into the air as this one for Worsing is set up into the air and foul.
First time Chris Worsing has been at the plate with nobody on.
His home runs have that ball flight where they're not line
they don't
drives.
Look like
they look like they're going to be flyouts, and they just take off into the air. As now Chris Worsing 0-1 in the count, and Upperman got the run back and then won as it's 6-1. And it's the top of the order doing the damage.
And for Stone now down by 5 runs. Bisbee's only at 65 pitches. You can let him go and eat and just kind of plan to play that second game, or if you think you can make a run to get back into this one, then you start thinking about maybe possibly bringing another pitcher in.
And 1-1's flared out in the foul territory to be 1-2, and that's the moving pieces here. You're also, if you're gonna just let him eat innings, your coach Stokes, you say, it's really raining pretty hard out here. it's really coming down at a good clip. I think maybe we should consider it's
even though we can see blue skies up there
yeah,
as well.
Exactly. There's all sorts of mind games you can play out there. So here comes the 1-2 to Worsing. This one's rolled over, hard hit, and another single for Chris Worsing. Great effort for Talon Hurd. But Worsing doing what he does. And now it's 3 straight base hits, including the home run. As Upperman in business looking for more with Carson Shoup striking.
Chris Worsing has been really impressive today. Of course, the 2 sac flies at the sac fly RBI in the first. Now finally able to find his way aboard with nobody on base. And Carson Shoup will try to keep it going here for the Bees.
Shoup stands in here. He has an RBI single, 1 for 2 today. Worsing takes his lead over there at first. Bisbee on pitch number 68 on this one delivers in a breaking ball, and Shoup sends it out into the left field, and it is becoming a carousel for Upperman. Another hit. They're really starting to tally him up now. 4 straight hits, 5 or 9 in the ball game.
Well, and now for the Bees, you're up by 5 runs. It starts to creep into your mind, hey, 5 more on the board, and you can get done here in the 5th.
Rookie Allison going to stand in here. He's 1 for 2 with a single and a flyout. His runner came around to score a run. Collier Bush checked in for him. Checks down for the sign. So Caden Shanks becomes the all-time hits leader at Upperman with a 2-run home run over the right field fence. Has given Upperman the 5-run advantage. They're looking for more, though, as Titus Bisbee kicks and deals. Allison shows bunt. Pretty good one down to the third base line. Bisbee has to throw it a long way. It's offline. His foot was off the bag, and he's safe. Great bunt by rookie Allison, and that's going to be an error, although it was an error forced by rookie Allison's good bunt.
That's a heck of a bunt by rookie Allison, and he's got just enough speed to make it tough for Bisbee over there down that third base line. What a job by rookie Allison, able to load the bases now with 1 out for Alec Wilson.
Now Alec Wilson stands in. He's looking to get it rolling here. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground out, both over to short. First error of the game there, and now a trip out. Let's see if it's just going to be a word here with Titus Bisbee and try to calm things down before, as you mentioned, you wouldn't think about it typically, but it's a 5-run game, and Upperman, they want to avalanche and just run away with games.
Well, and the way that they've kind of been stringing these hits together, started in the 4th, and now Bisbee's just been unable to find his groove. The Bees are starting to finally time him up well here in this 5th inning, and if something doesn't change soon, you could see him either getting pulled or it's going to be going the other way. So we'll just have to wait and see.
We'll see how this game goes, but it gets to a discussion that you and I had leaving Mount Juliet this week. It was another loss for Upperman, and we said, I think we're going to learn a lot about Upperman in this district tournament. Is this one where they have to grind their way through, or are they about to turn it on and start steamrolling? Well, they were very impressive against DeKalb County. DeKalb got a couple of runs late in that game, but Upperman controlled it throughout. They've been impressive once again here in this game today.
Yeah, absolutely. And you think about it, they lost 6 of their last 7 in the regular season. Now, you look at the schedule, and it kind of makes sense. A lot of 4A teams, Division II teams in there as well. The one loss to Livingston Academy against Carson Parrott, throwing a gem. And so now they come in here, and you're playing kind of the bottom part, not the bottom part, but kind of mid to bottom part of the district here in 7 AAA. You take care of business against DeKalb County. They're taking care of business here against Stone Memorial. And playing.
And Stone was kind of that 1A, 1B with Livingston for that second spot in the district. Of course, we saw how close those games were. And this one's certainly not over, but it's the bases loaded for Upperman. Titus Bisbee trying to settle in. He can go back in the windup. Alec Wilson standing in. First pitch for Bisbee. That one nowhere close. And the rain it's still misting a little bit, but the sun is, we see blue skies up there, so we're good to go.
Yeah, it's very light.
1-0 here to Wilson. Pitch number 71 for Titus Bisbee. Now Wilson shows bunt, and it's sent foul. Rare when you see a bunt with the bases loaded, because you can take that force at home. But it was a pretty good bunt. It just trickled down the first base line.
I kind of liked that one as well. Caught Melton off guard. The only player that would have had a play on it was maybe Bisbee.
Great crowd tuning in online for a Saturday morning game. We welcome you in. If you haven't already, please hit that like button. We're live on the main Facebook page, YouTube channel, and the NFHS network, wherever you're watching from.
It's Kentucky Derby Day.
It is Kentucky Derby Day. Can't wait to pretend I know anything about horse racing. Here comes the 1-1 to Wilson. He's going to swing away, but it bounces in, and it's 2-1. And for Bisbee, he knows he has to find the strike zone here. Juju Yano waiting. He's already ripped a double.
Yeah, especially with Yano on deck. He's really been swinging it well.
The 2-1 inside, ball 3. Hitters count to Alec Wilson at 3-1. The 3-1 coming here from Titus Bisbee. Kicks and deals. Wilson takes a big, healthy cut at that one, and we run full. Big moment here. If Stone wants a chance, they got to find a way to get it out here as it's 3-2.
Yeah, you cannot walk a run in here. Alec Wilson is looking to continue this string of hits going as well. Just the one out in the inning. Bisbee could make a big pitch and try to keep it going into the 6th.
Bisbee wants a new call. Taking a while here, and Alec Wilson's going to call time because of it. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bases loaded here, or as my friend says, bases are juiced here for Upperman. Here comes the pitch in. We'll do it again. It's close enough for you. You got to battle in.
Yeah, just kind of on that top part of the zone, inside part of the plate. You don't really want to let it go and risk it to the umpire to call it a strike, so fouls that one off.
Wilson at the plate. The dangerous Juju Yano looming on deck. 3-2 coming here from Titus Bisbee to Alec Wilson. Misses, ball 4 and an RBI on the walk for Wilson. And the situation remains the same, but now it's 7-1. So an RBI for Alec Wilson. That's a good AB there for Alec Wilson. 15th
yeah, it is.
Run batted in of the campaign.
And he had been working a lot of walks here in this tournament so far. Did it, 3 times against DeKalb County, I think, and now here this first time against Stone Memorial.
He leads the team with 20 RBIs now. Or pardon me, with 20 walks, I should say. First pitch misses upstairs to Yano. Mentioned he ripped that double into the left center gap. It was a great effort by LaFew, but he couldn't quite get to it and got down for a couple of RBIs.
Yeah, LaFew actually made a really good angle on it just to cut it down from getting to the wall.
The 1-0 misses, and now 2-0, and Bisbee struggling to find the zone, and we'll see what the approach is for Coach Stokes as the run rule starts to become a potential reality with only one out here in this inning. Here comes the 2-0. Call it a strike. That gets a little groan from the home fans and an applause from the Stone fans. It was close, 2-1.
It's been called a strike today.
Pretty close there. 2-1 coming to Yano. That one misses upstairs, and now again he goes ahead 3-1. Carson Holroyd waiting on deck as Upperman threatening to bat around in this half inning. And we mentioned how they stack big innings together. They got the top of the order back up. They did the damage, and now the rest is coming to the party. The 3-1, ball 4, another RBI on a walk. Back-to-back walks issued. And now Upperman opening it up. It's 8-1 here. They're closing in on another trip to the championship round.
And you just need one big hit now in this inning with you need 3 more runs to win this game in the bottom of the 5th. It'll start with Carson Holroyd, a chance for him, and then it's going to go to Huddleston and flip back to the top. So if you're Bisbee, you're going to try to sit down one of these 2 guys to try to get some outs on the board.
Holroyd 0 for 2. He tried to bunt, and it was a good play by Bisbee back in the 2nd. Struck out swinging in the 3rd. First pitch bounces in, but right now Bisbee cannot find the strike zone. And that's the biggest problem for Stone is it's 1-0.
It's a lonely feeling out there as well, especially because, he's probably not going to get pulled out of this situation.
Yeah, they need to save the arms now as the situation is evident. Here comes the 1-0. Of course, they will have a luxury, and Coach Stokes probably played this one right, you would think. You give yourself you want to, of course, try to win this game, but you got Talent Herd in your back pocket ready to go for a potential must-win game later on. If they win that game, they're on into the region tournament no matter what. Here comes the 2-0. Bounces, gets away. Big bounce for Osmond, though. This is going to be a close play. Throw, not in time. Sliding in safely is rookie Allison, and it's now 9-1.
He almost didn't get there, and you said it. When it rains a little bit, that dirt, you don't slide as much. He almost came to a stop. I think he was going to be safe no matter what, but he was able to get in there just barely before that tag is applied, and it is now a 3-0 count as well to Carson Holroyd. So you're not going to walk in a run, but you still don't want to walk another batter to load the bases.
The winning run is now in scoring position for Upperman. In the form of Yano, Holroyd at the plate, Huddleston behind, and then right behind is Fallon if it gets there. Stone desperate for an out. Here comes the 3-0 to Holroyd. That one's right across for a strike, 3-1.
That one had to be really hard to lay off of.
Yes. You are not kidding it. You want to get mauled over there at first base after walking off this game. And he did the right thing to not swing. Here comes the 3-1. And he swings it. This one sends it out. And that should be deep enough. Yano, though, got a late jump. He rounds 3rd, heading home. To throw into 2nd. Now into home, not in time. And that will do it. Carson Holroyd walks it off with a 2 RBI single, and Upperman advances on to the championship round on the run rule. Final score, Upperman 11, Stowe Memorial 1, and the regular season champs are going to the region tournament once again, and it's a race to try and catch Carson Holroyd in center field.
Yeah, what a job by Carson Holroyd. Hasn't had a ton of at-bats this season, comes up in a big opportunity, gets into a hitter's count, 2 runners on 2nd and 3rd, and just ropes it out to right center field. Really good piece of hitting, and the Bees are once again into the region tournament, playing for a district championship coming up on Monday, and now they get to save all of their pitchers coming up on Monday as well, and that does mean Juju Yano is going to be available.
They will have Juju Yano available against a team that will not have many arms available, although Stone does have one looming that could pitch if they're able to win later on today in the form of Nick Osmond. That could be a lot of fun, but Upperman now has the margin of error in this tournament. They're into the region tournament no matter what, and if they win 1 of 2 on Monday, they will be the district champions. This is the Southwell Auto Clinic postgame show. The Southwell Auto Clinic are your hometown auto doctors. We appreciate them and our friends at Nick's Restaurant for being the presenting sponsor of today's game. Game number 1, don't forget, Sparta DeKalb coming up 30 minutes after the conclusion of this one. So 30 minutes from now, back here live on this Facebook page, YouTube channel, and the NFHS Network. Another dominant performance by the Upperman Bees. And all of a sudden, that ill will that was built up, losing 6 of their last 7,
they start to look like the Upperman team that we recognize.
Yeah, we talked about what they were going to have to do in this district tournament to maybe feel good about going to the region tournament. This is exactly what they needed. The 8-3 victory against DeKalb County in the first game, run rule victory here against a good Stone team in the semifinals, and you're into the championship. You save all of your pitchers. Listen, they've only used 3 pitchers, and Alec Wilson was only that third pitcher in the top of the 7th on Thursday, so they've got everybody available coming up on Monday. The bats are looking pretty good as well, and now for Stone, you still have a chance. You're not out of this tournament. You're going to be playing in that third game against the winner of this next game in DeKalb County and White County.
Time for the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game. Tough choice today, but I know who I would pick. Jacob, who you going with?
I'm going to go with Wyatt Curtis, mainly because of the bounce back as well. And Caden Shanks, I kind of forgot
Change
about
your
that.
mind.
I'm going to change my mind. Caden Shanks, the all-time hits leader, and he was really good. 2 for 2, 2 runs driven in, 2 runs scored, and the all-time hits leader in Upperman High School history. Nodded the cap to Wyatt Curtis with the 5 innings, 3 hits,
Absolutely.
and mainly because of how he bounced back. Last time he pitched against Stone Memorial was not good here in Baxter. Bounces back well, but yeah, Caden Shanks, one heck of a day for him, and he is now the all-time hits leader in Upperman history.
Caden Shanks, the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game. Upperman advances to 17-14 on the season with the win. Stone Memorial falls to 14-16. They'll await the winner of DeKalb County and Sparta in an elimination game. It is win or go home from here on out today in the next 2 games here at Upperman High School. Your final score, once again, Upperman gets it done on the run rule in 5 innings. Carson Holroyd walks it off. It's 11-1 Bees. We'll be back in just a few minutes here in Baxter. Until then, I'm Jacob Vincent. I'm Noah McKay for Jacob Vincent. There wasn't many mistakes here for an early morning start, but that's Jacob Vincent, and we will talk to you in just a few minutes here from Baxter.